first, since we just talked to him, what's he kind of, he talked about trying to be more of a leader this year. He's kind of the senior guy now for his seniority. In the past, he can kind of blend in. Have you seen kind of change in his mindset now?
Well, I don't really know since I've been around him for about 2 weeks now, so I honestly don't know the answer to that. But in terms of how much he's changed, but he's done a good job for us so far. And we've asked him to we want to take a look at him and tackle, and he's been great about that. He's like, wherever you want me to play, I'll play. So I know he can play guard. I just want to see if he can play tackle. But he's been great with the young players, and he's been great with the transition so far.
You come in to a new group, and that group lost 3 starters. How much does that kind of give you a blank canvas to put into place everything you want to do?
I guess I got to paint pretty fast.
Yeah.
And the room is so young. Not in terms of age. I mean, half of them there's 16 of them, 17 of them. Half of them are, I think, freshmen or redshirt freshmen. So it's a young group, and then only a handful, maybe 3 guys have really played in games. So, we've got to find some answers pretty quickly here in spring, and find out who our 2 deep is, and then really specifically kind of who our top 8 guys are, and really where the pieces plug in. Who's going to play what. So we, got to really kind of accelerate their learning curve and find out, what the best fit is for each guy.
What was it about this job that made you want to come here and join Pat's staff here at Pitt?
Well, one, I've got a long history with Sean Watson, and we had a lot of success together at a lot of different places. So obviously that was a big attraction. When I met Pat, I really liked him. I liked the vibe. I like how he handles players, how he handles coaches. I've played against Pitt, I don't know, probably 10 times between Louisville, Virginia, and Notre Dame, and I hated every one of them. I was at Notre Dame when Pitt beat us in the old stadium, when Tyler Palko, I think, was the quarterback. And the thing about the Pitt teams is they're always tough, hard-nosed teams, and they really fit what at least I think probably my impression, probably a lot of people's impression is of Pittsburgh and the mentality here. And it's exciting to come in and work with kids that have that kind of mindset.
How much of a factor was you wanting to be an O-line coach again too?
Well, that was a big factor. I didn't really feel like I was going to let one man define who I was. I've been pretty good line coach for 35 years, and I've probably got a lot. I don't know if I have 35 more left, but I got a lot of juice left in the tank, so I'm ready to roll.
You at what point in the interview does Pat say, by the way, we're losing 3 of our starters?
Well, he didn't actually. I didn't know that until I met with them after I got hired, and I said, "Did you mention that 8 of these guys were freshmen or redshirt freshmen?" He said, we might have forgot to tell you that. So I don't think he really did, but it doesn't matter. We'll get them cranking and ready to roll.
Development's always part of coaching, but the offensive line in particular seems like a position that takes a couple of years. Is it exciting for a coach to have that kind of young players, at least on the development side?
Yeah, it is. It is because you can take a lineman, I think, further than you can any other position. Now it's a hard position to play. I think the closer you move to the football, the harder it is to play as a young player. There's a mental maturity and certainly a physical maturity that's got to take place, and with that position, it's got to be done 1,000 times to get it right. And so yeah, it's exciting because you can take those kids a long, long way, and it's really gratifying, for them and for me, when you get them to that point where they become really good players.